Because the Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath. Another translation is, I think it's the Son of Man. The Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath also, meaning that like I am not just the Sabbath is not Lord over me. I am Lord over the Sabbath. Now I think it's easy for us to say, well, Jesus is declaring that he can do whatever he wants. I don't think that's true, because he never abolishes the Sabbath. Not for his followers, not for us, nothing. But what it's saying is that the Sabbath is not absolute, but instead it serves a purpose. One that ought not to be easily ignored, but one that is not absolute. And the Pharisees were famous for absolutizing even the smallest element of the law. There you go. This is going to sound silly, but it's part of their practice, right? If you go to Jerusalem, and I'm sure there's some places in, like, say, New York, but in Jerusalem, on Saturday, sometimes it's faster to take the stairs than the elevator, because the elevator is programmed to stop on every floor in some of these apartment buildings and hotels. Why? Because the pushing of the button is servile work. So instead, you get in the elevator, you ride the elevator up to your floor, and the elevator lets you out. Now, you look at me. Is eating servile work? No. They're walking through the field, picking sunflower seeds, and getting the sunflower seeds out the shells and spitting the shells on the ground. I mean, I know it's grain, but like, who eats raw grain? Like, we didn't do that, but we do eat sunflower seeds, right? And the Pharisees are like, how dare they do this work? This is how you eat the stuff. You're saying you can only eat shelled sunflower seeds on Sunday? Like, you can't even get the good barbecue ones that way. I don't really like barbecue sunflower seeds, but I needed an extra comment there to make the joke work. Jesus is, what's beautiful about the way that he does this, he doesn't look at the Pharisees and go, how can you be so stupid? And you split so many hairs. Now, at one point he does say that you swallow the camel and strain the gnat, meaning you ignore the big things and you go hyper small in the small things. But in this moment, he doesn't do that in this moment. He says, no. The Sabbath serves us, not us the Sabbath. They're eating. Let them eat. And if David could do this, which is a big deal, and he was fine, he was still right with the Lord, because I guarantee you, if David had not been right with the Lord after that thing, some prophet would have materialized out of nowhere to be like, David, how have you done this thing? Another 40 years of running from your enemies. That's what would have happened, but it ain't what happened. Instead, they eat the bread, they go off, they run from their enemies, and then David survives, becomes king again. The Sabbath is supposed to be your day of rest, and we ought not to ignore that. We shouldn't casually ignore it. But what that means is, slow down. Take some time for the stuff that makes you feel alive. If gardening makes you feel alive, it's not servile labor anymore. Don't go do your neighbor's garden. If running makes you feel alive, go run. I hesitate to say if cleaning makes you feel alive, go clean. Partially because I don't believe that that's true, but cooking is exhausting. But if that's what you enjoy doing, go do it. But also rest. And that means take a chunk, 2, 3, 4 hours, do nothing. And I don't mean take a nap. Admittedly, that's fine. It's just a way to avoid the boredom, right? Be bored for a little bit. Watch a slow movie. Not an episode of television that's designed to be fast, but a 2-3 hour movie. Slow down. Don't worry about this stuff, but take the day of rest. And you will, over time, appreciate it more and more. It's a hard thing for us, because we live our whole lives, especially here in this country, going and going and going and going and going and going. Slow down. We're not made for that.
Amen.